Hi faves, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing today? Come with me, let's make this gorgeous two-piece set that is trending now. Okay, and if you're seeing this video for the first time, please like, subscribe, comment. So the materials you'll be needing is your ruler, your scissors, your pins, your tape, and of course the measurement book. So this is my starting line. You start by folding your fabric into two. We are starting with the pants first, the trouser, and this is 3 yards fabric, 3 yards crepe by 60. Okay, so this is my starting line. I've gone ahead to draw the starting line. Yeah, this is the starting line right now. And then I went ahead to minus 2 inches for band, and I got my hip line. That's from waist to hip. Okay, and that is the line from waist to hip. Minusing the 2 inches again, I went ahead to get the crotch line. From hip to crotch is just 1 inch. Okay, so I'm gonna ahead to mark the crotch line. The waist to hip was 10 inches and waist to crotch is 11 inches. The next is your crotch extension. You place your tape on the crotch line and then divide your hip by 16. Divide your hip by 16. Whatever you get, you approximate it and then place it there and get your crotch extension. Now go ahead and rule a straight line from that crotch extension to the waistline. Go ahead and rule a straight line just like so. I'm so sorry, this fabric is white and the chalk I'm using is also white, so it's not that clear, but if you follow what I'm doing, you will understand it very well. So I'm only just ruling the crotch line to make it more visible. Okay, the crotch extension line. The next thing is to get our waist measurement. Okay, whatever you get, you add extra 2 inches for sewing allowance. Mind you, you're going to place that tape on the line you have just marked. You're not going to place it from the beginning of the waistline. You're placing it on the crotch, the straight crotch line you just made. Okay, the same thing is the hip. Now I'm getting the hip measurement. I've added my extra 2 inches for allowance and I've placed my mark. Now normally we are supposed to get the midpoint of this pants so that we can distribute the measurements equally on both sides, but because this is a free pants, it's more like a mini palazzo. Okay, this is what I'm doing now. Normally I'm supposed to get the midpoint. Okay, that's you fold your tape and get the midpoint and then draw a straight line so that you can get the measurement half here, half here. But we're not going to do that because this is a free pants. Okay, this is a free palazzo, mini palazzo. So I'm going to make the leg wide a little bit so there will be no need to get that midpoint. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just cut the sides like this. So the only measurement we are going to have in this pants is just the waist and the hip only. We are not measuring the thigh because it's a free pants. I don't know if you understand. So this is me cutting it out. Please, if you're seeing this video, like it so that YouTube can recommend my video. You can also comment to encourage me. You can drop any style you want me to make and I'm gonna make it. Okay, now the remaining fabric, you have to fold it and place the front one we just cut now on top of it, and this is it. I'm gonna have to fold it into two and I place this one on top. Okay, this I'm just showing you that it is already placed because this fabric is quite busy, you won't see it. Okay, now go ahead and measure 1 inch above because the back trouser is usually higher because of bum bum. You know, bum bum is curvy and bigger than the front part, so you have to add extra 1 inch to it. And then the crotch line as well, you have to also add like 1 inch on the crotch line. Then this crotch line that I'm doing now, I'm also going to put zipper allowance, so you have to put like 2 inches or 2.5 to create a space where the bum bum will sit and still create a space for the zipper. And for the crotch itself, the crotch extension, you have to extend it like 1 inch more than the front. Okay, I've gone ahead to do all that and this is me cutting it all out. Now this is it. The back one, the crotch length is longer and the waist side is longer by 1 inch. Now back to our table. So with this is the front one, the first one we just cut, and I'm getting my dart. The dart I went in by 5.5 inches width and 5 inches length. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a straight line and then pin it, and also repeat the same thing on the other side of the front. The same thing on this one, 5.5 inches width and 5 inches length. And I'm going to draw a straight line and use my pin to hold it. Then the back one, the back side of the trouser, you see that is wider and higher. Okay, now we are going to place the front one on top of it to trace out that zipper allowance that will add it when we are cutting it. So this is me arranging it to achieve accuracy. Okay, after that I'm going to go ahead and use my chalk and trace it out. Now I'm not going to trace out starting from the beginning of the line, so I'm going to just give you like 1 inch space where the bubble will sit, and then I go ahead and draw, because this is where my zipper will start. Okay, now I'll go in by 5.5 inch, just like I did the front, and 5 inches length. I'm going to draw a straight line, pin it together, and then repeat the same thing on the other side on the second one. If you have watched this video to this point, please give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, save, just do something. Okay, thank you. So that has been done. This is the front, this is the two fronts, this is the first two fronts. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the dart, and I'm going to go ahead and sew here like this first. That is done. I'm gonna head to stitch the crotch part. Okay, and then I'm going to put the bind. Now that's the next thing, the bind. I'm going to go ahead and measure here just like so, and I got 21 inches, but I'm going to cut 23 inches just to be on the safe side. So this is the one for the front, the longer one is for the front part, and the smaller ones are for each of the back trouser, each of the separate back. So I'm going to go ahead and attach it and sew. The same thing for the back. This is it, it's done. This is the back now. Each of them have their own band or bind. Now I'm placing the front one on top of the back. Still tracing out the zipper allowance. You see there's still a small space left where the bonbon will sit. I've gone ahead to sew that zipper allowance first before attaching my zipper. Now we're going to sew these pants like this. Make sure the two sides are facing each other, just the way I did it. The two under the crotch parts are facing each other. That's how you achieve equality. Understand? So this is now they're equal and in straight line. You can check all the trousers, all the ready-made trousers you have at home. You can see that they are all equal. So that's where you start sewing from before you now start shaping the trouser. Now mind you, this is the back. See, the 1 inch is out now. Like the back part is always higher than the front. That is it. You can see that, right? The back is always higher than the front. I also have a detailed video of how to draft a pattern pant. It's on my page. You can check that out. Now I'm going to take our measurements, the waist and the hip only. There is no tie because it's a free trouser, like I said. Now this is me minusing the extra inches we added. So the waist is 17 inches and I counted 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to minus 2 on this side and 2 on this other side as well. The same thing for the hip. Now you see this is 17, exactly 17 and a half, I guess. And then the hip, the same thing. Whatever you get, you minus whatever you have to get your actual hip size, and then minus the extra inches. So I minus 1 inch here and 1 inch there. It was 2 extra inches left. Now I'm joining the lines together, and I'm going to connect this line all the way to the down part of this pant. After that, I will go ahead and sew. And if you watch this video to this point, please, God bless you, thank you, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You're going to sew it all the way down, and this is it. I'm going to head to stitch the sides, and I've attached the zipper. Let me turn it over so that we will see what we have done. And this is beautiful. You can see that the patterns are all accurate. I know this is a pattern material, so I really followed the pattern well, and it came out really nice. This is beautiful. So the next thing is to go over to the shirt part to get the shirt. Okay? And over to the shirt. And if you have watched this video to this point, thank you. Please give it a like, okay, so YouTube can recommend my video. Now go ahead and fold your shirt into 2, or the fabric into 2, and then I'm getting the length of the neck, and the length I'm working with is 8 inches length, and then the width I'm working with is 2.5 inches width. Okay, remember this neck is like scrub, like hospital scrub. So I went in by 1 inch. From the length, I went in by 1 inch. I'm going to go ahead and connect it now from the length to the width. Remember the width is 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches width and 8 inches length. You can make your length 9, depends on what you want. You can make it even 7. So this is 1 inch, and when you go in by 1 inch, and then go ahead and rule a straight line. I've connected it to the width. I felt the chalk wasn't visible enough, so I introduced the biro, but I never knew that the biro was even worse. It was after I finished recording and checked, and I discovered that the biro wasn't even visible. So I'm really, really sorry for this, but if you pay attention to what I'm doing, you will understand it clearly. Now over to the shoulder. The shoulder I'm working with is 18 inches divided by 2. Sorry, 16 inches divided by 2, that's 8. I'm going to head to mark 8. Now I'm getting my shoulder slant by 1 inch. You go down by 1 inch for shoulder slant, and I'm going to head to rule a straight line, okay, from the neck to where the 8 inches was marked. And then I'm going to go on and get the armpit hole or armhole, and I went down by 9 inches. Once again, I apologize for using biro. I thought it was going to be more visible than the chalk. So this is me ruling a straight line for the armhole, and then I ruled the width as well. And I'm going to go ahead and curve. So this is me curving the armhole. So the next is shoulder to bust point. And shoulder to bust point is 10 inches. I'm gonna go ahead and mark 10 inches from the shoulder all the way to the end. Okay, and then I rule a straight line. This is biro. I'm still trying to be careful so it won't be visible at the front side of the dress. Okay, so I just made a dot mark. So the next thing is under bust, shoulder to under bust, which is 14, and I'm gonna head to do that. So I'm going to go ahead now to do dot all the way down. Now we're taking our bust measurements. You place your tape on the bust line. That's that 10 inches you made from shoulder. And then this is also going to be a free shirt, not so tight. Okay, it's not a fitted shirt. It's going to be a free shirt. So you have to add extra inches. Like you have to add like extra 2 inches or 3 inches. Now I'm connecting the line from the bust to the on that. But since it's a free shirt, no need to measure the figure 8 shape or something. So the measurement is from bust point to waist is just the same. Just draw a straight line, and then I'm gonna head to get the length of this shirt, and this is me making dots for the length. Okay, now it's time to cut. I just hope you do understand. For my beginners, I've done that. Now this is the back of the shirt. We're gonna head to fold the fabric into two, and I've placed the front one on it. And then for the back neck, I'm using 1.5 inches, or rather I'm using 2 inches length and to the same 2.5 inches width for the back. The back neck will not be the same with the front. Okay, so this is the back neck and this is the front neck. Now for this front, we are going to get the measurement of this neck. You can do it this way. You can place your tape this way and place it on the other side, and then do this one on the width side, and then add everything you get together. Or you can do it this way as well. You fold it like this, and then like this. This is 21. This is 21. Okay, now I'm going to add like extra 2 inches to be on the safe side. Now this is it. I'm gonna have to do that. Then after adding that extra 2 inches, I got 23. Now I divided 23 by 2. So this is half of each. When you put that together, now it's going to be 23. And I'm going to put a sleeve on this dress. So this is me cutting out the sleeve. I also have a detailed video of how to draft a sleeve on my page. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and attach the neck. Attach the fabric we cut out for the neck. Just like so. I'm going to use my pin to hold it together. If you have watched the video to this point, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you. I'll repeat on the other side and also hold it with my pin. Then I'm going to go ahead and sew and stop there. And then tuck it in, okay? Let's go and sew it now. Yeah, I'm gonna head to sew it. And I'm back. So we're going to make a notch. We're going to make a notch so as to allow us insert this extra fabric inside. Okay, this is me making the notch. So that it will allow us to, chook it inside the fabric, inside the back. Now you can put it with ease. Okay. After that, I'm going to go ahead and sew that middle, this middle part. I'm going to sew this middle part now to hold it together and then cut off extra fabric. So let's go and sew. You can pin it, you can go like that, anyhow. Okay. Now let's go ahead and sew. You tuck it in, tuck extra fabric inside, the rough parts, tuck it in and then sew. And this is it, we're gonna have to sew it. Now let's cut off the extra fabric. Yeah, and it's already becoming beautiful when we are not even done yet. So this is it now. This is how to get this scrub, this thing. So I'm gonna have to use bias to pipe the back neck. Now we're going to face each other, right side facing right side. Now look at this. When we did that scrub, when we added that scrub to the front part, the front shoulder became larger or wider rather. It became wider than the back, but still go ahead and make it equal when you're placing it. Okay, and then just cut off the extra armhole fabric, and this is it. I'm gonna head to attach the sleeve, shape it together, remember I said it's a free gown, so you don't really have to shape it that much. Just go ahead and run your, this thing down. Run the stitchings down. Okay, you can remove maybe 1 inch if the shirt is too big. That is it. So now over to the main business of the day, which is the string. Now I had to create four of the rope or the string, four pieces, and then 4 pieces of where you're going to place it on. That's the wider part. Okay, now this is what I'm doing. Now you use, each of the rope should be on the wider one. Each of the rope should be on the wider one, and then you use your pin to hold it. Now, how to attach it on this shirt? You will just do like so. The side stitches, that's where you place it. Now for this side stitches, you place one on this side. Make sure it doesn't get to the folded part, the folded end of the shirt. Okay, make sure it doesn't get it. There's no actual length for this rope. Just use your instinct and you know what you want. Okay, there's no actual length for it. Now when you place one on this side, you place another one on the other side. Make sure it doesn't get to the down part, the folded part. That's why it's always advisable to fold before placing it. Now you go ahead and sew the sides. The side, sew like this, and sew the other one as well. Now do the same thing for this one. The same thing, and put on the other side, and then go ahead and sew just the sides. When you're sewing, don't touch the rope. Sew on this, sew here, and then sew the sides, leaving the other part open where you draw the string. That's the down part should be open. Okay, this is really easy. Now I've gone ahead to do that. Let's see what it looks like. So this is the front part and this is the back part. You see? Make sure you don't sew on the rope. If not, the rope will not draw, or the string will not draw. So this is it now. I'm gonna head to draw the strings, the 2 sides. So thank you for watching, guys. This is it. It has come out really beautiful. This is not my dress, so I can't wear it. It's a customer's dress. Okay, thank you. Bye.